Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Daniela Garda and you're watching my creepy ass stalker video. No, this is not clickbait. This really happened to me. Why? I have no idea. I'm seriously just your average girl. I'm a college student. There's nothing special about me, except for the fact that I have a famous brother who travels around the world performing, and my sister's an actress. But me, I'm normal. But really, y'all, what even is a stalker? Stalker. So before I posted this video, I thought about it for a second because first of all, I knew he'd be watching it. And second of all, would he be mad that I'm calling him a stalker? How can you be mad? I mean, that is what you are, right? What else could I call you? A follower? An admirer? Nah, that sounds too cute, boo. That is not what you are. You're a stalker. Alright, so this started about 4 to 5 years back when I was a junior in high school. I was in the same PE class as this kid, right? He had a really big crush on me. I didn't think anything of it. I mean, it's just a high school crush. It doesn't mean anything. Valentine's Day came around and he got me a necklace. I thought was a little weird because I had never implied that I was even into him because I wasn't. I would say hi to him every once in a while. When I would see him, I was cool, but that was it. And I made it clear that I had a boyfriend. So he told me, hey, I got you this necklace, like, happy Valentine's Day. And I told him, you know, I have a boyfriend. I can't accept this. I'm sorry. It was so sweet of you. I really appreciate it. And then he was like, okay, that's fine. I understand, whatever. Every day after that, he would still follow me everywhere in the hallways. I would literally see him all the time. I would even tell my friends, hey, can you walk to class with me? Because this kid is following me around. Like, I want y'all to see this. It's not just me. Once again, I really didn't think much of it. It's just high school. It's just a kid with a crush. Like, didn't mean much. All right, so then now we get to college. And it's already been like a couple years since I graduated high school. I haven't even heard from this kid. I don't even know what he's doing with his life. And I get a Facebook friend request from him. I accept him, like, I know him, it doesn't matter. Don't even think anything of it. One day, I get a random text message from a number I didn't have. And the number said, hey Daniela, it's so-and-so. Let's just say he said, it's Billy. I met you at the bar last weekend. I was hoping we could grab some food. The weird thing is that I had met a kid named Billy at the bar the weekend before. So I really thought it was him and I got all excited. I was like, oh shit, he's asking me out. But really though. So I was so excited and I was like, yeah, like awesome. You know, I was trying to play it cool. I was like, yeah, definitely. Let's go grab something to eat, whatever. And then I actually get a text from the real Billy, maybe like 2 days later. And he's like, hey, like, how are you doing? Like, I met you at the bar. It's Billy, whatever. I was like, what you mean is Billy? I've been texting you for the past 2 days. And I go, didn't you text me like 2 days ago? And he's like, no, what are you talking about? Long story short, I found out he didn't text me. I was really creeped out about that, so I was like, what the fuck? So I texted the other number and they'd never replied. Okay, so then maybe like a week passes and I get a text from a random number again, and it's him, my stalker, claiming to be another person I know and telling me that they got a new number. Why do I believe him again? But I do. So I fell for it again and I started replying a little, and then I was like, wait, this is weird. Like, he doesn't even know things about me that he should be knowing. Like, something is up. So when I text the other number of my friend, the original number, and then they were like, no, we never got a new number. Like, what's up? Why? I was like, it's the same motherfucking dude messing with me again. So then at this point, I got so mad. I replied, I was like, who the whatever are you? Like, I went off on him. Like, why are you texting me pretending to be someone you're not? And then he said, okay, I'm really sorry. I just wanted to talk to you and I didn't think you'd really reply if you knew who I was. My name is blank. And he told me his name was this one guy I knew. And it's like a really random, irrelevant guy that I went to high school with. And I was like, okay, that's really weird. And I was so annoyed. And I was like, okay, he's creepy as hell. Like, I don't want to talk to him. So I went ahead and blocked his number and then blocked the guy that I thought it was on all social media. I was like, that's creepy. I don't want to talk to you. So then here I am thinking I blocked the right guy. And every single day I get a different call, a different text message from a different number. Every single day. And they're like, hey Daniela, hey, it's this person, it's this person, it's this person. Now I don't believe any of these text messages. I know it's not the person that they're saying it is. And I'm like really freaking starting to get freaked out. So I block every single number that texts me and that calls me. And whenever he would call me, I would answer. kid you not, I would just hear breathing on the phone. Like, it was some deep ass heavy breathing. And I started to get so creeped out, and then I started getting text messages being like, oh, I like what you were wearing today, I like your outfit, I like this, I like that, oh, did you enjoy your lunch, oh, did you enjoy going out with your friends last weekend? Like, this person knew everything that I was doing and what I was up to. And at this point I knew like I had to do something about it. I was getting really scared. Let me show you guys this. Hold on a second. Alright, just so y'all don't think I'm like making up some story, trying to do clickbait. I don't sit here and write a script for y'all. This is really what happens in my life. Let me show you guys this.
How do I find the light blocked on my phone? Hold on a second.
Oh, found it, finally. I couldn't figure out how to find all the numbers I blocked on my cell phone. Alright, so this is how you know that I blocked. Okay, so what had happened was that he got like one of those texting apps where you can make a new number, and it doesn't matter if the person blocked you on your actual phone number, because you get a new number and then you can text as many times as you want. Every single day I would get a call and a text message from a new number, and it would be him pretending to be someone else, asking me to hang out. He would tell me exactly where I was. Like, one time I was walking to class and he was like, oh, you better hurry up, you're gonna be late. I was like, what? I swear, y'all, my heart dropped when I saw that. I literally sprinted. I kid you not, I remember that day like it was yesterday. I about almost shit myself. Okay, so these are all the numbers I blocked while when he started like blowing up my phone every single day. So if you can see, literally all of these are different numbers, and that's all me blocking him, and they're all random ass numbers. Like, if you see this, they all start with a different area code, because they're not fucking real. So it got to the point where I just felt really unsafe. I mean, I lived in college dorms, and you would think you would feel safe there, and I didn't. And the worst part about it was that I couldn't go to the police because, one, I didn't know who he was, two, he was texting me from a number that didn't even exist, so it was untraceable. I had no way to figure out who he was. So then a weekend passed, and it was my best friend's birthday. We all went out for her birthday weekend, and she posted a picture on her Instagram of all of us, the group that we were with, and she tagged me in it. There was a girl in the picture who I'm not even close with. It was just one of her best friends at the time. She was tagged in it, and all of a sudden I get a text from her, and she's like, hey Danny, like, did you get a new number? And I was like, no, why? And she's like, there's somebody texting me. Since I had an iPhone, I mean, you guys know this by now, it's 2017. Everyone and their grandmas have an iPhone. So with iMessages, you can text from your email. You can iMessage other people with iPhones from your email. So she was telling me, I got an iMessage from you, and it's coming from your email though, and it's saying like, oh yeah, my phone broke, that's why I messaged you from my email, like, let's hang out, like, let's meet up, whatever, whatever. And she was like, it sounded really weird, like, it wasn't how you normally talk, and I just wanted to make sure that it was you messaging me. And I was like, no, I've never sent you that, like, I never texted you that. She sent me screenshots of what I had said, and I was like, girl, that's not me. Like, and then I told her about how there's this guy who's been calling me every day and texting me every day, and I've been blocking everything that had to do with him. And I was telling her that, and she was like, dude, that's really fucking weird. Like, I just contacted Apple and I got my ID changed and everything because I'm really creeped out. I don't want him to hack me or anything. And I was like, okay. And she's like, you need to do the same, like, you're hacked. Like, he's on your phone, he tapped your phone. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was so freaked out. After that whole thing happened, like a few minutes later, I get a text from my sister's Apple ID, and it's her asking me to hang out, whatever, same thing he always says to me. And I knew it wasn't her because it was coming from her email. So I called her right away, and she's like, dude, I never texted you that, like, that's so weird. I started to freak the hell out. So I called Apple, and I was like, what do? I am freaking out. Like, he hacked my Apple ID, and he hacked my sister's Apple ID, and he's messaging all of my friends, like, pretending to be me, trying to hang out with them, whatever. And Apple, you know, like, they told me what to do, they told me the steps, whatever. I ended up, I don't want to say exactly what I did because I don't want him to know how I got him off my phone, because I don't want him to try to figure it out and get back on my phone. But I got it to the point where he couldn't get on. I changed everything about my Apple ID, and I made it a lot more secure. After that, I knew it was time to go to the police. I'm not gonna mess around with this anymore. I don't feel safe. I forgot to tell y'all this part. Before I called Apple, I checked my email and I got a notification saying, keep in mind, I didn't know who my stalker was at the time. I still had no idea, but I get an email from Apple as like, oh, you just logged into blah blah blah's iPad with your account. If you didn't do this and this wasn't you, like, contact Apple and let them know. Because you know how when you log into a new device with your Apple ID, it warns you to make sure that it's not fraud. My creepy ass stalker exposed himself because he connected himself to his iPad, which had his full name on it, which happened to be the same guy that had a crush on me in high school. I was mind blown. This guy, I didn't even remember him. Like, I completely forgot he even existed. I didn't even think he even remembered me. Like, I thought it was the most innocent thing ever. Was I wrong? Once I found that out, I went the hell off on him. I messaged him on Facebook and I freaked the fuck out. I was like, you have been freaking me out this whole time. You've been stalking me. You know everything about my life. You hacked my Apple ID. And he goes, haha, I don't know what you're talking about. Played dumb. Of course he did. I sent him screenshots. I was like, it literally shows me your email, your iPad that you've been logging in with. I know you've been like stalking me. Like, that's how he knew everything I was doing, because he was looking at everything, all my text messages, everything on my Apple ID through his freaking iPad that he had logged into. So at this point, I'm infuriated. I'm going off on him. I'm like, you're crazy as hell. I'm going to the police. So I went to the police and I told the police exactly who the guy was that was stalking me. I showed them all the proof. I showed them the message from Apple where they told me his full email address, his full name, everything, his iPad that had logged in with my Apple ID or whatever. And I gave the police all the proof they needed. I showed them all the calls I got. I showed them all the text messages, everything. And basically the police only made me feel even more hopeless. They were just like, well, I went to the police with hopes of getting a restraining order. When I went to the cops, they told me, you know, like, you can't get a restraining order unless something happens. What the hell good is that gonna do to me? Once something happens, then I can get a restraining order? Like, is this not enough? He's been stalking my life for years. So what the police told me was like, what you can do, we can't do anything about it, but you should contact his football coach and let him know what's been going on. And that way he could, the football coach could go about it, you know, threaten him, be like, hey, if you don't stop, we're gonna have to take you off the team, we'll have to put you on suspension, whatever. So I was like, okay, you know, I'll do that. So then I messaged the kid again. I unblocked him, messaged him, and I was like, I'm contacting your coach from football. So you're about to get in like so hella trouble. And the police told me if you contact me one more time, like you're going straight to jail, blah, blah. I made that shit up. But I told him all this, and then I was like, I was like, if you message me or do any of this, if I get any calls from random numbers, if I find out my iPhone's hacked again, like, your football career, all of that is gonna be done. Alright, so once he finally admitted to me that it was him and that he was the one who's been stalking my life for all these years, he basically just made it into a joke, like if it wasn't a big deal, that he was only joking around, that he didn't mean any harm by it. And the only reason why he came clean was because I threatened to tell his coach in football, and like that could sacrifice his chances of even playing on the team anymore. After that, he finally backed off and he hasn't contacted me since. Although maybe about 3 weeks ago he added me on Snapchat. I blocked that real quick. But other than that, I haven't gotten any creepy text messages. I haven't received any contact from him, thank the Lord. But yeah, so that's my creepy stalker video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to my first ever vlog. I hope y'all found this entertaining, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I would love to subscribe back. Comment below and I'll love to check out your YouTube channel. Also, if y'all have any recommendations or any criticism, I would love to hear either one, so comment below. Thank you guys. Mwah.